Dear students, this is atomic number part 6 video. Up to now we discussed about introduction of atomic structure and discovery of cathode rays, nothing but electrons, and discovery of anode rays, nothing but protons. Then in this video we are going to discuss about atomic models and a Rutherford experiment, that is discovery of nucleus. So till now neutron was not discovered, later it will discover. So in this video we are going to discuss about the first atomic model was given by J.J. Thomson, and next Rutherford experiment, discovery of nucleus. Now see, after the discovery of electron and proton, the question is how these charged particles are distributed in an atom. The answer was given by J.J. Thomson in the form of first model of the atom. So J.J. Thomson was given one atomic model. So he proposed that the positive charge is spread over a sphere in which the electrons are embedded to make the atom as a whole neutral. So he said like raisins are present in the pudding. So if you take one dish or one curry, in that some cashews or some vegetable pieces are there in that curry. So like that, or he said like watermelon. So watermelon containing full red color, that total tissue, in that black seeds are there, like that he explained. So in total atom containing whole positive charge, in that electrons are embedded. So that's why this J.J. Thomson model was also known as watermelon model and plum pudding model, like that. But this Thomson's plum pudding model was discarded. It was not consistent with the result of further investigations such as scattering of alpha particles by thin metal foils. So Rutherford and his co-workers did experiment, alpha ray scattering experiment. So these things are given new things, new inventions in the science. So this Thomson's atomic model was discarded. So what is this Rutherford experiment and discovery of nucleus? We will discuss now. So in 1911, Ernest Rutherford and his co-workers carried out a series of experiments by using alpha particles. So by using alpha particles, Rutherford and his co-workers did a series of experiments. So there they discovered nucleus. So what will happen now, see. So here alpha particle they are using. So alpha particle they used actually in this experiment. So alpha particle is nothing but a nucleus of helium atom. Alpha particle is nothing but nucleus of helium atom. So helium 24 is not a alpha particle. It is not a alpha particle. This nucleus, helium nucleus, after releasing 2 electrons, this helium will form helium 2 plus. So that is the alpha particle. So alpha particle is a positive charged particle. Alpha particle is a positive charged particle. So that alpha particle are released by the radioactive substances. So here they taken polonium. Polonium is a radioactive element. So this will release alpha particles. And what they arranged here is, for alpha ray scattering experiments, they arranged one screen, zinc sulfide screen. This is the screen. They arranged like this, and they taken radioactive substances which is release the alpha particles, and they used lead plate here. So this lead plate is through this lead plate these alpha particles are traveling, so without deviating like this and this way or that way. So they are using one lead plate, and they used one gold foil, very thin gold foil. So they arranged here. So total roundly up to here and here they arranged zinc sulfide screens. So what they are thinking is, already J.J. Thomson said, so positive sphere, positive charge is total embedded by the atom. So what they are thinking is, this alpha particle is a positive particle, right? So this positive particle is strike this gold foil, this gold metal, this alpha particle will repel, because this is positive, I mean this total atom containing positive sphere, right, according to J.J. Thomson. So this alpha particle also positive particle, so positive charge will repel. So like that they thought that, and they started experiment. But after started experiments, what they observed is, almost all alpha particles are passing through the gold foil, and hit this zinc sulfide screen. In that, some of the alpha particles are deviated. So very few alpha particles are deviated like this, deflected in small angles. So here alpha particle was directed against a thin foil of about 0.0004 centimeter thickness of gold. So this thickness of gold is 0.0004 centimeter. So gold, platinum, silver or copper they are using here. So generally we are saying gold foil are using. The foil was surrounded by a circular fluorescent zinc sulfide screen. Whenever an alpha particle struck the screen, it produces a flash of light. So to find out the alpha particle, so this zinc sulfide screen is arranged. Now what these Rutherford is observing is, and his co-workers what they are observing is, the following observations were made. In that, first thing is, most of the alpha particles, nearly 99% went straight without suffering any deflection. 99% alpha particles are traveling through this gold foil. Next, a few of them got deflected through small angles like this, small angles. So very few alpha particles are deflected in small angles. A very few, about 1 in 20,000, very few, one alpha particle in 20,000 alpha particles did not pass through the foil, but it suffered large deflection more than 90 degree, or even came back in more or less the deflection from which they have come. So this is nothing but 180 degree. So this alpha particle is coming here and it will deflect, in which way it will come, as it is it will go back. So 180 degree it will went back.